Hi, welcome to the Rosehip Island studio. My name is Hannah and I'm the dyer behind Rosehip Island. I am so excited to be back for the second year of the Big Wool Show, and I hope that you are having an amazing weekend checking out the different live streams, classes and all of the virtual stalls that are available through this event. Rosehip Island is a one-woman show that I run from my home in Northern Tasmania. I started the business when my youngest daughter was around 1 and she is now 7.5 years old. I am truly passionate about knitting, yarn, wool, sheep, colour and creating, and I've had a wonderful time for the last few years exploring different methods and dyes and yarn bases to create hand-dyed yarn that I really love. I enjoy knitting with my hand-dyed yarn, and I do create quite a few different garments and other things with my yarn. I have a YouTube channel, Rosehip Island, where I post videos about things that I am creating. It's like a very relaxed catch-up, and it will be wonderful to see you over on YouTube. You're very welcome to join us there. In my shop, rosehipisland.com, I have a few different yarn bases and lots of different colorways available. I thought I'll show you some of the yarn bases that I have available and things that I have made from them. The yarn that I created this Miss Arena tee with is my merino linen singles. It's a 90% superwash merino and 10% linen, and it's a beautiful, soft but nicely textured yarn. Works well for colour work and just for nice single colour items as well. That's the merino linen singles. I have my favourite sock yarn, the Delicious Sock, 85% Australian superwash merino and 15% nylon. It's a beautiful round yarn, knits up beautifully and it holds up really, really well. And I have, for example, knit this Merrick shawl using the Delicious Sock yarn. I have it available in a huge range of different colours and anything from speckled, variegated, tonal and more solid colours, in light colours, darker colours, bright colours, anything that you could possibly want. I have Merino Silk, a fingering weight yarn consisting of 75% Australian superwash merino and 25% silk. It's a beautiful yarn with a nice drape and a lovely sheen to it. Again, I have speckled, tonal, variegated colorways in different bright or more muted colors. And I find this yarn super for shawls. This is my Canopy shawl by Helen Stewart that I made using this yarn base. So that's the Merino Silk. I have a 100% Australian Untreated Merino fingering weight yarn. This is a beautiful yarn. I have, for example, made this cowl with a colour work pattern. It's so beautiful for colour work, this yarn. It is, as I said, untreated. It is so soft. It has quite a tight, round spun construction, which makes it soft and also very hard wearing. So I have made garments out of this yarn that I have washed on the wool program in a washing machine, and it works perfectly fine. It's a beautiful yarn to use for babies, garments, toys, anything like that. I have mostly tonal colorways because that's just what works best with this yarn. I have a worsted weight merino linen yarn as well, which is basically a double thickness of the merino linen singles. It is a beautiful soft yarn, and I can knit it up at a gauge of a DK to a worsted, and it's just nice and soft. I have knitted Myra hat using this yarn base, and I have not many colorways available, but I do have a few. So that's the merino linen worsted yarn. And I of course have a Mohair Silk lace weight yarn. I have it in some brighter tonals, very light and muted tonals, a few more variegated speckled skeins as well. And this yarn is perfect to use for, like I have done here in this freewheeler jumper, hold the double with a sock yarn to create a beautiful, soft and fluffy garment. So that's the Mohair Silk that I have in the shop. I have a very special, exclusive range of yarns available for the Big Wool Show, and it is this. This is Great Southern Yarn, 50% SRS Merino, 50% alpaca, and it is available in a very limited amount, and this yarn is no longer available to get hold of anywhere else, as I believe. I got hold of some of this yarn earlier in the year, and I chose this very special occasion of the Big Wool Show to dye it up. And I've dyed it up in mostly very light, delicate colours because I thought it worked so well with this yarn base. It's a fingering weight base. It's about 360 meters per 100 grams, and I think this would be so wonderful for shawls. It is so pretty, and it is a very unique yarn. It's 100% grown, processed and spun in Australia. This is truly unique and very exclusive, and I will have it available for the Big Wool Show. In addition to my regular yarn bases and colourways, I have for this weekend also created a special 150 gram sock yarn set in a very special colourway. I have Tea and Yarn Club subscriptions available for pre-orders, and I might have a couple of spots available still for my yarn advent calendar. There will be lots of fun things happening during this event, and I will keep you posted on Instagram, and I will also record a longer video for my YouTube channel with a virtual stall with all the different yarns available. Thank you so much for joining me for this brief introduction of me and my shop and my hand-dyed yarn. Have an amazing weekend.